Many people stay completely silent on social media. No selfies, no personal photos, no updates about their lives. They scroll, they watch, they observe, but they never post themselves. At first glance, it seems simple. Maybe they're shy, maybe they're private, maybe they just don't like taking photos. But psychological research shows that something much deeper is happening inside the human brain. When someone merely thinks about posting their own face online, the brain activates a structure called the amygdala, the internal alarm system responsible for fear, embarrassment, and social danger. The amygdala reacts to the idea of being publicly seen and evaluated. Even though posting a photo is harmless, the brain treats it as a possible threat. The thought of showing a piece of one's identity to a large group triggers ancient instincts designed to protect humans from social rejection. Scientists call this reaction social evaluation fear. It's not rare, it's universal. Everyone has it. The difference is only in how strongly each person's brain responds. For some, the alarm signal is quiet and easy to ignore. For others, it is loud enough to stop any attempt to share a photo. Another powerful mechanism behind this behavior is social comparison. The human brain constantly compares faces, lifestyles, bodies, achievements, and status, often without conscious effort. In the environment of social media, these comparisons intensify dramatically. When a person sees polished profiles, perfect lighting, edited photos, and thousands of likes on other people's posts, the brain begins to underestimate their own appearance or life. This triggers negativity bias, the tendency to focus on possible criticism, rejection, or failure more than on potential positive reactions. For many people, the brain generates scenarios like, "My photo won't look as good as others. People will judge my face or my body. Others will think I'm trying too hard. What if no one reacts?" These thoughts feel real only because the emotional part of the brain overpowers the logical one. Even if the rational mind knows nothing bad will happen, the amygdala treats the situation as risky. A surprising detail is the role of self-concept. Posting a photo is not just sharing an image, it's sharing identity. For some individuals, exposing their face feels like exposing a vulnerable part of themselves. Any negative reaction becomes a threat to their self-image, so the safest choice seems to be silence. Meanwhile, the same people continue using social media passively. They scroll, watch stories, view photos, and their brain receives vicarious rewards, small dopamine spikes from observing others. It feels comfortable, effortless, and safe. But research shows that long-term passive use can increase anxiety, reduce self-esteem, and intensify the feeling of being an outsider in one's own life. The brain shifts into a spectator role rather than a participant role. Another curious element is that people who rarely post often assume everyone else is more confident, more comfortable, or less afraid of judgment. But studies show the opposite. Even highly active users experience fear of judgment. They simply trained their brain to associate posting with reward, dopamine from likes, comments, reactions, or social validation. Meanwhile, those who avoid posting have trained their brain to associate it with danger, embarrassment, exposure, or loss of control. There is also a cultural component. In many families and communities, modesty, privacy, or fear of gossip shape behavior. The brain internalizes these rules early in life and treats self-presentation as something risky or inappropriate. As adults, these people simply feel more comfortable staying invisible. Interestingly, some individuals who never post their own photos still post landscapes, food, pets, quotes, or aesthetics. This shows that the issue is not about using social media, it's specifically about showing themselves. The brain has separate emotional rules for objects and for faces. Objects feel safe, faces feel vulnerable. One more factor plays a huge role: memory of past experiences. If someone was teased about their appearance in childhood, judged harshly by peers, or criticized by family, the brain stores these moments as warnings. Even years later, posting a simple photo can activate old emotional memories, making the action feel dangerous even when no real threat exists. Psychologists highlight the concept of digital perfection pressure. Modern platforms reward polished, flawless content. The more perfect the photo, the higher the engagement. This creates an unrealistic standard. People who don't enjoy editing, posing, or curating their image simply avoid the whole process. Their brain decides the effort isn't worth the emotional risk. And despite all of these fears, something interesting happens. Almost no one actually judges others as harshly as they fear. People scroll fast, pay little attention, and rarely analyze someone's appearance deeply. But the brain exaggerates the risk because it's wired to protect, not to be accurate. In reality, people who avoid posting are often thoughtful, introspective, and sensitive to social dynamics. Their brains are simply more reactive to the idea of being evaluated by many eyes at once. The deeper truth is this: the human brain didn't evolve for digital crowds, it evolved for small tribes, where appearance and reputation could determine survival. Posting a photo to hundreds or thousands of strangers activates the same ancient fear systems, even though the modern world is fundamentally different. Understanding this reveals an important idea. People who don't post aren't strange, insecure, or antisocial. Their brains are responding exactly as human brains are designed to respond. They choose safety over exposure, calm over risk, and privacy over performance. And while some people overcome these instincts and enjoy sharing their lives online, others find comfort in staying unseen. Both patterns are natural, both are rooted in brain chemistry, and both reflect the incredible diversity of human psychology.